Okay, now that we have our cube assembly done, what we need to do is we need an exploded assembly. This is going to serve as our blueprint for how we put this together. So if we go to our setup, we want to simply do a presentation file or an IPT file. In this IPT file, we want to come up here to the corner and select Create View. And what we want to create is we want to open up our assembly. So mine was already open, that's why it popped up in here. If yours was not open, simply click the folder, navigate to where you saved your cube assembly, click open. Now you can do, we're going to do a manual separation. There's also an automatic. The automatic doesn't always work the way we want it to, so that's why we're going to go and stick with manual. So when we click open here, we have our 3 different views. And what we're going to do is we're going to get our tweak component, and first thing we want to do is just click a surface. So I'm going to move this back orange piece. So if I click, notice the Z is highlighted there. I actually want the Y to be highlighted because I want to pull that piece off. Now that I've defined which direction I want to pull it, I need to go ahead and select the piece itself. After you've selected the piece, try and avoid clicking anything else, otherwise you may inadvertently highlight other points. So if you notice, I'm going off in the white space here and I'm pulling it away. And just get it away far enough that it's easy to see. After we have that done, we want to come up here and click clear. Then I'm going to click my red piece. Notice I'm going to pull my red piece up, so the Z is what I actually want. I want to now highlight my red piece, so then I can simply pull it up. I'm going to clear it out again. This time I'm going to highlight my off-white piece here, and I'm going to, now if you notice here, my blue is signified in the Z, so it wants to pull it that way. I actually want to go in the Y direction, so I'm going to pull it off like that. Same thing with my purple piece. So that way I can at least see in, and what this will do is this gives me how my cube should all fit together. And this will just be kind of my blueprint. So when I go save as, what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply save it with all my other files. So in this I have my cube project folder, and I'm going to call it my cube assembly exploded. Now, one of the things that some people tend to freak out about is they look in this folder. This is where we saved all our other part files and things like that, and notice they're not showing up. Keep in mind, this is a presentation file or an IPN file. All of our other things have been done in part files, which are IPT, or they might be animation files, so they're different file types. So when even though we're working inside the same program, we're saving them as different kinds of files. And the easiest way to kind of think about it is think about like Microsoft Word and Microsoft PowerPoint. It's made by the same company, but they're 2 different kind of files. This is kind of the same deal. So don't freak out if you don't see the stuff. Your stuff is still in that folder, and then you could just simply click save, and then that's what it'll save as.